Hey guys, Meteorologist Chris Tomer here with this Wednesday mountain weather update. What a 24-hour period we witnessed up in the Wasatch front of Utah. I mean, the areas just got hammered all day and all night long with heavy snow accumulation. Now skies have cleared up there. This is Solitude ski area in Big Cottonwood Canyon. Let me take you up to Alta and Little Cottonwood, and their storm total is 31 inches out of that. So over 2 feet in 24 hours. And then there was an avalanche that swept across 210 and closed it at the end of the day. I did make a post about it on X. I talked about the lake effect contribution off the Great Salt Lake. The northwest wind just came down, forced the development of these bands of snow that just kept hammering Little and Big Cottonwood Canyon all the way through the evening and night last night. Again, that's on X. Let me take you to Colorado. So in Colorado, it snowed as well. The storm system came out of Utah, rotated across the mountains of Colorado up at Winter Park. We picked up 9 inches of accumulation in the last 24 hours. It's a live view up there at Winter Park. Still cloudy, although as the day goes on, I do expect skies will be clearing. Okay, let me show you. Let me take you back, and I want to show you water vapor. Just kind of give you the lay of the land this morning. So oranges and reds are going to be at the low levels, your dry air. Your moisture's in the whites and the blues. Here's our storm system now, and it's got a blizzard on the northwest, west-northwest side of this. Incredibly windy, and we're looking at 50, 60, 70 mile per hour winds up there on this west-northwest side. So a lot of the plains, Kansas, Nebraska, South Dakota, all in on that. And there's going to be a little bit of severe weather today out ahead of it. Not a lot, but a little. And there's just a ton of wind. We had a dust storm yesterday come out of New Mexico and roll right through West Texas and the panhandle of Oklahoma. That was a pretty big storm system. Now, behind it, we've got another storm right here, and then a pretty rich flow with another low right there. But all of this, or I should say most of it, is going to be directed up here into the Pacific Northwest, BC, central to northern Idaho, northwest Montana. This rich flow over the course of time will push the freezing level higher to a higher elevation. In other words, it's going to flood a lot of those areas with warmer air. I'll talk a little bit about the freezing level, the rain snow line here. Let me show you my bullet points this morning. So we still have some snow through 323 for a lot of the West Intermountain, but that whole flow during that time is going to start to shift in favor of the Pacific Northwest and BC. Now, interior BC, up, let's just say like Revelstoke, Kicking Horse, the rain snow line eventually will move its way up to 4,500 feet. So that's going to cut down on accumulation at lower elevations for sure. And then high pressure for the Intermountain West, 323 through 328. So pretty big ridge coming in with a lot of warm air. My snow timeline looks like this for Big Sky, the Wasatch, Tetons, Colorado, interior BC, the Pacific Northwest, Tahoe, and the Northeast. So there's still a little bit of snow left over. Big Sky on 320, light to moderate, 322, light to moderate. The Wasatch, you've got some moderate accumulations, late 321 into 22. In Colorado, some light snow lingering this morning, and then light on 320, and then moderate to heavy 322. And then beyond that 322, that's when the big ridge of high pressure builds in to a lot of the west. Tahoe, I don't have a whole lot. Up in the northeast, 320 to 321, you might get some snow accumulation, but it might be a rain snow mix as well. And then moderate accumulations on 324. All right, let's look at Alta Utah. Drill down here. This is effective. This forecast mediogram about 9,000 feet. So skies have cleared. That storm is over. No more snow. Now today, winds will decrease all day. High temps about 19 up there at 9,000. Calm on Thursday. Most of Friday's calm. Now in the afternoon and evening, the next storm comes in into the 22nd. Winds will kick up to about 30 and high temps about 25 on Friday and at least that on Saturday. So you do have snow coming, but not until afternoon 21 into 22. Okay, let's look at the jet stream forecast. And I'll start this today. Okay, here we go. So a couple things to mention. You got your big storm exiting Colorado out into the plains. Next storm system, you can see the dip heading into the Pacific Northwest. So we're looking at winds up at about 30,000 feet here, the jet stream level winds. I'm going to move this ahead in time. Here we are on Thursday. Notice kind of the wavy northwest flow. So little kinks are being brought down through the Pacific Northwest into the Intermountain. Nothing huge. Another one moves through. There's Friday. There's Saturday. Now, at this point, most of the moisture is being directed up into the Pacific Northwest and BC, and we're starting to see that high pressure ridge develop across a lot of the west. Jet stream, look at that, arcs all the way up into the Northwest Territories. Very warm and dry across the west, Monday, Tuesday, and on Wednesday, and on Thursday, with most of the action again being directed up into the Pacific Northwest and BC. Snow accumulation over time. So on this model, again, the light blues are going to be under 3 inches. The greens are 3 to 6, yellows 6 plus, and reds 10 plus. So if I start this early today, you can see where the snow is. It's all in the plains. It's in Kansas. It's in Nebraska. It's in Missouri. It's in Iowa. It's in Iowa rather, not Missouri. But then the whole thing slides up towards Wisconsin and away. Now, next storm system moves into the Pacific Northwest, affects a lot of Washington, Oregon, BC, central to northern Idaho, northwest Montana. This is early on Thursday. A little bit of that snow kind of brushes the Tetons and also the central and northern mountains of Colorado. Then it's out of here. Another storm system, another little ripple up there in the flow for the Pacific Northwest. Here we are early on Saturday, the 22nd. That brings a little bit of snow down, brushing Utah and Colorado. That storm moves away. This is early Monday, the 24th. This is early Tuesday, the 25th. Now we're under this massive ridge of high pressure. And guys, there's nothing going on there. My forecast, all of today through the 24th. So in the Wasatch, we probably pick up another 3 to 6 out of this final storm system before the high pressure ridge moves in. Up in the Tetons, 10 to 12. In Colorado, anywhere from 2 to 8 inches of accumulation, depending on what zone you're in. 2 to 3 in northern New Mexico. Very little in California. There's quite a bit in the Pacific Northwest. I've got 2 to 3 feet of accumulation up there. Interior BC, keep in mind the higher rain snow line, so you're going to have to be higher on the mountain to get these big totals of 14 to 20 inches. Central to northern Idaho, similar, your rain snow line is going to be moving up in elevation. Northwest Montana, a lot of 16s up there through Whitefish, Snowbull, and Discovery. Okay, up in the Northeast, the numbers have increased. Looking at anywhere from 4 to 12 inches of accumulation here. Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, upstate New York. Probably a foot over Mount Washington. Has a little better trajectory with the departing low in that area. 10s through Cranmore, Sunday River, and Sugarloaf, so enjoy that. That runs through the 24th. All right, guys, we're going to end on the big map here for the West. And again, we should be able to get one more snow out through Utah, Colorado before the big high pressure ridge settles in, but most of the moisture is going to be directed up into the Pacific Northwest, BC, and northern tier. Guys, thanks for tuning in here. Always appreciate it. Take care and have a great day.